Welcome back to the Ultra Ride Zone. Hey, adventure seekers, if you've been scrolling through your feed wondering when Mazda would drop the SUV that finally bridges the gap between city smarts and weekend warrior vibes, put down your phone, because it's here, and it's blowing up. The 2026 Mazda CX-50 has finally launched, and folks, this crossover is the one everyone's talking about, blending that signature Mazda zoom with real-world ruggedness that'll have you plotting your next escape before the keys even touch your palm. We're talking bolder looks, a fresh hybrid heart, and features that make rivals look a little ordinary. Let's roll. Important note before we continue. Before we hit the open road with these deets, a quick pro tip: this is straight from Mazda's fresh launch announcements and early drive impressions, but as with any new model rolling out, a couple tweaks could pop up before every dealer lot's stocked. We're geeking out over the initial scoop, but official final specs are the real deal, and we'll keep you posted as they lock in. Mazda's been building buzz since the CX-50 debuted a few years back, teasing us with its outdoor-ready edge, but fans have been clamoring, give us more power, more efficiency, more Mazda magic. The 2026 delivers, not with a total overhaul, but a smart evolution that sharpens everything we loved about the original. Starting with the design, because this thing turns heads without trying too hard. At about 185 inches long, it's got that athletic, coupe-like roofline that flows into flared fenders and a stance that's equal parts sleek and sturdy, perfect for loading up kayaks or just cruising Main Street. Up front, the signature grille's bolder and blacked out on higher trims, flanked by slim LED headlights that give it this piercing, premium gaze. Side cladding hugs the body for that off-roader hint, and new 20-inch alloys on the turbo models add serious wheel game. Around back, a sculpted tailgate with integrated spoiler and full-width taillights keeps it modern and functional. The new colors like zircon sand metallic pop against the terrain, and compared to the 2025's already sharp lines, this feels more refined, more intentional, like Mazda listened and dialed up the adventure aesthetic just right. But here's where the excitement really revs: the powertrain, now with a hybrid twist that's got us rethinking gas-only loyalty. The base 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder still hums along with 187 horsepower and 186 pound-feet, front or all-wheel drive, and solid 2430 mpg city/highway estimates. Punch it to the turbo, and the 2.5-liter Turbo 4 jumps to 256 horses and 320 pound-feet, hitting 0 to 60 around 6.3 seconds while towing up to 3,500 pounds, and the star? The new CX-50 Hybrid, pairing the 2.5 with a Toyota-sourced electric motor for a combined 219 horses, instant low-end torque, and EPA predictions of 39 city/37 highway. That's a huge leap from the non-hybrid's thirstier sips. Now, if you're the type who lives for those unpaved paths, Mazda's leaning harder into the CX-50's off-road cred. Standard I-Active all-wheel drive reads the road 200 times a second, sending power where you need it most, while the available off-road traction assist and rear differential lock, on select trims, let you tackle gravel, mud, or light snow with confidence. Ground clearance hits 8.6 inches stock, bumping to 8.7 on the hybrid for that extra buffer. It's not a hardcore trail rig, but with hill descent control and those all-terrain tires on the Meridian Edition, it'll outshine softer crossovers on forest service roads. Way more dialed than the original CX-50's setup, where AWD was great but modes felt basic. This one's tuned for real exploration. Slide into the cabin, and it's like Mazda bottled cozy adventure. The interior's been freshened with higher quality soft-touch materials, available Nappa leather, and ambient lighting that sets the mood for sunset drives. Dual 10.25-inch displays handle infotainment engages with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus a 12-speaker Bose system that turns podcasts into symphonies. Front seats? Heated and ventilated on most trims, with 8-way power adjusts that hug you just right. Rear space is generous for adults, with 39 inches of legroom and 56 cubic feet of cargo behind the seats, expandable to 56? Wait, no, up to 56 folded for bikes or gear hauls. Safety's bumped up too, with the latest I-Active Sense suite including adaptive cruise with stop and go, blind spot monitoring, and emergency lane keep. It's a noticeable upgrade from earlier models' plastics and smaller screens, more premium, more intuitive, like the CX-50 finally grew up without losing its playful soul. Pricing? Mazda's keeping it competitive and approachable. The base 2.5S starts at $29,990, preferred around $32,000, turbo trims from $38,500, and the hybrid kicks off at $34,750 for the preferred, topping $40,000 loaded. That's a modest bump from 2025, but with the hybrid efficiency and added features, it stacks up as a steal against pricier rivals like the Honda CR-V Hybrid or Toyota RAV4. So, does the hybrid make this the must-have crossover, or is the turbo's growl still king? Hang on, because the real test drive might just tip the scales. Closing reminder. Wrapping up, this is all hot off Mazda's launch press, but let's circle back for any last-minute updates. Will be your first stop with the confirmed rundown, the 2026 CX-50? It's the SUV that's got us packing our bags, already fun, frugal, and fiercely capable. If this sparked your wanderlust, hit that like button, subscribe for more drops, and drop in the comments, hybrid for the win, or turbo all the way? Can't wait to hear. And if Subaru's your jam, swing over to my full reveal on the 2026 Outback, links lighting up now. Thanks for cruising with Ultra Ride Zone, stay spirited, stay exploring, and I'll see you on the next launch.